Stock market today. What to watch? The Wall Street Journal. Follow the Wall Street Journal's full markets coverage. Null. Adam Sandler hospitalized for hip surgery and is seen using a cane in recovery. Photos. Hollywood Life. Adam Sandler has been using a cane for mobility since the start of September, when he underwent a scheduled surgery on his hip. View gallery image credit. TMZ. Adam Sandler, 56, enjoyed a shopping day with his wife Jackie Sandler, 47. This past weekend, the Hustle actor used a cane to help him walk around Pacific Palisades. CA. Plus 1914 Chars. Opinion. A new and improved version of Electoral Count Act reform. The Washington Post. Reps. Liz Cheney and Zoe Lofgren have moved the ball forward. The compromise proposal that Senate negotiators cobbled together earlier this year to reform the 1887 Electoral Count Act was a good start to prevent a repeat of the 2020 coup attempt. But the bill W. Plus 4381 Chars. The best foods to feed your gut microbiome. The Washington Post. Your gut microbiome influences your mental health, heart risk, weight gain and even sleep, which is why you need to feed it a wider variety of quality food. Every time you eat, you are feeding trillions of bacteria, viruses and fungi that live inside your gut. But are you feeding them the right foods? Scientists used to know very little about these plus 6862 Chars. Mars is mighty. First Webb Space Telescope images of red planet. SciTech Daily. On September 5, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope captured its first images and spectra of Mars. The powerful telescope provides a unique perspective with its infrared sensitivity on our neighboring planet, complementing data being collected by Orbiter's Rove. By Margaret Carruthers. Space Telescope Science Institute September 20, 2022. Webb's first images of Mars. Captured by its NIRCam instrument on September 5, 2022. Guaranteed Time Observation Program 141. Plus 8546 Chars. Zdeno Chara, 45, announces NHL retirement. Signing one-day deal with Boston Bruins. ESPN. After 24 NHL seasons, defenseman Zdeno Chara announced he was signing a one-day deal with Boston to retire as a Bruin, with whom he won a Stanley Cup. Zdeno Chara, the hulking defenseman who captained the Boston Bruins to their sixth Stanley Cup, announced Tuesday he is retiring from the NHL. The 45-year-old finishes his career with 209 goals and plus 2322 Chars. Xbox Game Pass adds 10 new games soon. True achievements. Microsoft has now detailed the next batch of games coming soon to Xbox Game Pass. Another 10 games will join Xbox Game Pass over the next 2 weeks, including Slime Rancher 2, Valheim, and Let's Build a Zoo. Less than Lee greater than Grounded 28 achievements worth 4,135 TAR. 1,400 GS. Less than Lee greater than Hardspace. Shipbreaker 10 achievements worth 1,831 TAR. 1,000 GS. Less than Lee greater than Deathloop 58 achievements worth 1,071 TAR. 1000 gs. Less than. Li greater than less than Li greater than. Plus 403 chars. Ford's big earnings warning is really good news. Just ask Wall Street. Barron's. Monday. The car maker said a lack of parts and inflation would leave it with a third-quarter operating profit much lower than Wall Street expected. Ford Motor said a lack of parts and inflation would leave it with a third-quarter operating profit way below consensus estimates. Yet Wall Street doesn't seem all that worried about Ford. Ticker plus 3790 chars. Model Sumner Stroh claims she had an affair with Adam Levine, page 6. Stroh tells page 6 that the alleged affair took place last year, when she graduated college. Reps for Levine and Prinsloo have not commented. An Instagram model is going viral on TikTok Monday for accusing Adam Levine of having an affair with her. The woman, Sumner Stroh, did not identify the cheating party at first, only calling him a M plus 3849 chars. Iran crackdown after Mahsa Amini's death prompts protests, The Washington Post. Authorities fired on people protesting the death of Mahsa Amini, killing at least 5, according to a rights watchdog. Security forces cracked down on protesters demonstrating across Iran over the death of a young woman in the custody of its so-called morality police, allegedly killing 5. The death of Mahsa Amini. Plus 4155 chars. How to break a bad habit. Axios. We're ruled by our habits. The good and the bad. Our lives are ruled by our habits, the good and the bad. And it can be even tougher to ditch a bad habit than it is to pick up a good one. The backdrop. Last week, we culled for you the top hacks on plus 1716 chars. NASA to fly spacecraft directly into asteroid in attempt to alter its course. Sky News Australia. NASA will test its Earth defense technology when it launches a spacecraft into an asteroid next Monday. The AUD 487 million double asteroid redirection test null. University of Oregon apologizes for disgraceful chant at football game. CNN. The University of Oregon has issued an apology after some students yelled a bigoted chant during Saturday's football game against Utah's Brigham Young University. CNN. The University of Oregon has issued an apology after some students yelled a bigoted chant during Saturday's football game against Utah's Brigham Young University. The university sincerely apol. Plus 2966 chars. AMD to launch Radeon RX 7000 series on November 3, videocards.com. AMD RDNA 3 on November 3, Radeon RX 7000 officially coming November. Scott Herkelman, Senior Vice President and General Manager at AMD Radeon, today confirmed the launch date for Radeon RX 7000 series. The new GPU series based on RDNA 3 architecture will launch. Radeon RX 7000 officially coming November. Scott Herkelman, Senior Vice President and General Manager at AMD Radeon, today confirmed the launch date for Radeon RX 7000 series. The new GPU series BAS. Plus 881 chars. Peloton adds $3,195 rowing machine to fitness equipment lineup. CNBC. The fitness company known for its bikes introduced Peloton Row on Tuesday. Peloton is adding rowing machines to its lineup as the company works through a restructuring to expand its customer base and return to a profit. The fitness machine maker said on Tuesday its launch plus 1438 Chars. Meghan Markle requests King Charles for one-to-one meeting to clear the air. Report. NDTV. The Duchess of Sussex is planning to discuss the important royal matter in the meeting. Meghan Markle has requested to sort difference with King Charles III. Picture credit. Getty Image. A royal expert has made a shocking revelation that Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, has reportedly plus 1448 Chars. Judge blocks Alabama from carrying out lethal injection after inmate says state lost his paperwork. Fox News. An Alabama judge blocked the state from carrying out the execution of convicted murderer Alan Miller by any method other than nitrogen hypoxia on Monday. A judge in Alabama blocked the state from carrying out the scheduled lethal injection execution after the inmate said the state lost his paperwork requesting an alternative method of execution. USD plus 2169 Chars. Alzheimer's might not actually be a brain disease. Expert says. Science alert. The pursuit of a cure for Alzheimer's disease is becoming an increasingly competitive and contentious quest, with recent years witnessing several important controversies. The pursuit of a cure for Alzheimer's disease is becoming an increasingly competitive and contentious quest, with recent years witnessing several important controversies. In July 2022, Science Magazine plus 6086 Chars. SpaceX's Starship Super Heavy rocket test fires 7 engines. Video. Space.com. The company is testing some of Booster 7's engines ahead of its planned first orbital flight of Starship. SpaceX fired 7 engines on its Starship Super Heavy prototype, Booster 7 inches, on Monday, Sept. 19, marking the highest number of the company's new Raptor engines ever tested at the same time. The Co. plus 2356 Chars. PFT's Week 3, 2022, N.F.L. Power Rankings, NBC Sports. 1. Bills. 2-0. No. 1. An unexpectedly huge test is looming in Miami. It's hard to see them not passing it. 2. Chiefs. 2-0. No. 2. The offense is great. And the defense is good enough to step up on the nights the offense isn't playing that way. 3. Buccaneers. 1. Bills. 2-0. No. 1. An unexpectedly huge test is looming in Miami. It's hard to see them not passing it. 2. Chiefs. 2-0. No. 2. The offense is great. And the defense is good enough to step up on. Plus 2959 Chars. AMD's first Ryzen 7000 mobile CPU is a mix of old and new for mid-range laptops, Ars Technica. It won't be an impressive performer, but it could still be a budget contender. Enlarged. AMD's Mendocino processor is coming to budget laptops soon in the form of the Ryzen 7020 series. 42 with 27 posters participating. At Computex earlier this year, AMD announced a processor plus 3043 chars. SPAC booster Chamath Palihapitiya throws in the towel. Financial Times. News. Analysis and comment from the Financial Times, the world's leading global business publication. Expert insights, analysis and smart data help you cut through the noise to spot trends. Risks and opportunities. Join over 300,000 finance professionals who already subscribe to the FT. Watch Prince Harry and Princess Charlotte share sweet smile. Cosmopolitan. Apparently Harry misses Kate and William's kids very much. The royal family came together yesterday for the Queen's funeral, where Prince Harry was publicly reunited with his niece and nephew, Prince George and Princess Charlotte. Harry was seated next to PR. Plus 1455 chars. Ford's big earnings warning is really good news. Just ask Wall Street. Barron's. Monday. The car maker said a lack of parts and inflation would leave it with a third-quarter operating profit much lower than Wall Street expected. Ford Motor said a lack of parts and inflation would leave it with a third-quarter operating profit way below consensus estimates. Yet Wall Street doesn't seem all that worried about Ford. Ticker. Plus 3790 chars. Adding this grain to your diet can help prevent diabetes. SciTech Daily. Replacing cereals with quinoa reduces blood glucose spikes after meals. Eating quinoa regularly can help to prevent type 2 diabetes. This is the main conclusion of a study directed by Diana Das Rizzolo, a researcher at the August Pi I Sunia Biomedical Research by Open University of Catalonia. UOC. September 19, 2022. Quinoa is a pseudo-cereal from the Andes with exceptionally high nutritional value and health benefits. Credit. Daniel Mogford. Replacing cereal. Plus 6278 chars. Jupiter is at its closest to Earth in 59 years. NASA says. Space.com. The Solar System's largest planet will make its close approach at the same time it moves into opposition. The Solar System's most massive planet, Jupiter, will make its closest approach to Earth for 59 years on Sept. 26, even as the gas giant will be directly opposite the Sun as viewed from Earth. An Aster. Plus 4063 chars. Eagles' win over the Vikings was Nick Sirianni's best game yet. Bleeding Green Nation. Hurts was flawless. Slay was flawless. And so was Ciriani. I find it interesting that in some sports we call the person at the top of a team's coaching organizational chart the head coach. And in other sports we call them the manager. And though we use them T. Plus 5894 chars. Gaming. Insider. Leaker exposed as just a YouTuber breaking embargoes and NDAs. Forbes. There's always one guy that makes everything harder for the rest of us. And today, that guy is Dan Allen, a YouTuber who recently exposed himself as an anonymous gaming industry leaker. The Real Insider. BASM. Ubisoft. There's always one guy that makes everything harder for the rest of us. And today, that guy is Dan Allen, a YouTuber who recently exposed himself as an anonymous gaming industry leaker. Plus 2793 chars.